What's up guys, welcome back to Don'ts Graphics. Today we shall be looking at how to design a funeral poster, or what you can simply call a funeral flyer on your Pixellab application. That's exactly something like this. As you can all see, how we're going to do this using a Pixellab application. If you're coming across our channel for the first time, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you always receive tutorials or other awesome design tips. Thank you very much. Without further ado, let's dive into the video. Alright guys, so this is your Pixellab application, the application you use for the designs. And like I said, we are doing a funeral poster today. And the first thing here is to go and set your design size right here by clicking on these three dots, which allows you to see this other interface here. Then you click quickly on image size to set up the size. Now, as you all know, most of the funeral designs that come out really good, they are printed on A1 or A2 papers. So I quickly converted that size, and for an A2 size I have a 3x4 measurement. So I have a width of 3 and a height of 4, as you can see here, 3x4. Then you click OK, so that it's large enough. That's why I prefer using this A2 kind of format. After doing that, we are quickly going to delete this text because we don't actually need it. So we're going to delete this, and you have your background. Now go change the background color into something much better, right? We're going to use a much better color for our background. So I'm going to begin with let's use a color white color. Then we're going to import another important element for the background. So like I always do in most of my tutorials, I always start by preparing the background, then I bring in the other elements. That is exactly what I'm doing here, as you can all see. So I'm going to click now on this middle button, which allows me to bring in the background that we're using. So I have this purple marble background that I'm going to just size it up to fit, somehow fit into the design. Then you can use a relative position to make sure everything is centralized, and go to your opacity. Then we step down the opacity a bit. Let's leave it to where 60 is okay. Then you click on the check mark, and you go to your layer button up here, right here on this layer button, to just lock it up. We don't want any disturbances. After locking it up, the next thing that we want to do here is to bring in the image of a person that we are using for the design. May have so rest in peace. So this is the image, as you can all see here. But then we are going to click back on crop, so we can crop this. Don't worry, for these images I will share them with you in the video description. So all you need to do is to check the comment section below, or the video description, and then you will get all of these resources. But hey, don't forget to subscribe to the page. If you like this particular tutorial, that's how you support the channel. When you do so, you grow the channel. Thank you. So I'm going to click right here to interchange the position of the image. Then I just bring this one here, and you can even crop it further to make it perfect. Then we have this, and we're going to increase now, that make it to focus. We're going to increase this in size. And just position it somewhere down here, and this is just fine. Good. Now we're going to lock it up as well. We don't want disturbances, and we're going to start writing the various write-ups, or the text for this design. So I'm going to begin right here on this A button, which stands for all your text on Pixellab. So I'm going to double click check to write celebration of life, celebration of. I just leave it at celebration of. Then what we're going to do is to come to fonts. Then we're going to use one nice font here. The name of the font is the Sweet Teddy font. So I will leave the link to get all of these fonts on the video description. You can check it from there. Okay, good. So let's bring in the next text. Alright, I'm going to edit this and just change this small letter O into a bigger letter O, so it makes it more stylish. Can you see the impact? Perfect. So I might have to change the color, so we're going to quickly change the color of this text to pure black so that it becomes uniform. Then we bring in another element. So I have this star-like element. I'll leave the link with you guys. This is just to, you know, beautify the text. Okay, just to beautify the text. So we're going to reduce it in size, make it smaller. I think 5 is okay, or let's leave it at 6. Then you use your position button to just position it in between the letter O. Then you change the color to pure black as well. Let's change it to pure black. Then we copy it. Okay, copy it and use position button to move it gradually, but be precise as you move it on. And you place it just directly above the first one. This is just to create some form of emphasis. Then you go to your layer button right up here to mesh the two. So we are going to select and mesh the two so that they become one. Okay, fine. Now we're going to copy this text and write life. So in celebration of life, we're going to write life. Great. Now let's increase this in size and make it much more obvious. Good. So we have celebration of life. Now let's change this color into, I prefer we go for purple, right? We're going to use purple, but then if you don't know how to use purple, you can just click on this plus button right here to sample the color from the image or from the dress of the deceased person. So how do I sample that? I'm going to, oh my god, sorry. So okay, all right, so sorry about that, guys. So I'm going to click on, let me take that quickly again. How do you sample the color? I'm going to click on this plus button. So after clicking on the plus button, you click on this color picker right up here. If you don't know how to use these things, I did a tutorial, go check it out on my channel. I showed you how you can use Pixellab. All right, so I'm going to click the color, choose the purple from the dress of the deceased person. Then we have this purple color right here with us. As you can see, it's out complete. Fine. So I have celebration of life. Let's just push this text to align here. Now what you need to do as a designer is when the client, or let's call them customers, but before I say this, please subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification, and like this particular tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is how you help the channel to grow. Thank you so much. Now I was about saying, when the client gives you the information about the design, you make sure you arrange it. So I'm going to take you right now to my WhatsApp. All right, I have my WhatsApp here. I arrange all the information for the flyer. So as you can see, I have this one. I'm just going to copy this one now into Pixellab. That makes the work so easy for you. So I'm going to go now to text, and I'm going to click on new text, double tap, then I just paste. So we have the Quenty family of Smallman on Bamenda, and Bay Valentine of USA, Ngu, Belinda, and Humphrey of UK, Eposi Namundo of Toronto, Canada, Nwajud and family of Bafut, Peter Abenfo of Bambui, Magdalene Lum and husband in Bafut, Emmanuel Shea of Quindolin. Alright, this name is Quindolin as per the customer. So Quindolin Sama of Balikombat, Zinga Williams and family of Baligashu, Niente Victorine, Samuel, Peter, Jeremiah and Julie all of Quenbamenda. I regret to announce the death of their beloved. Alright, so this is the first write-up the customer gave for this design. So I have it here. I'm just going to compress it. It's not all text that we must make it to be bold or to be so big. All right, in this kind of designs, you just need to go for somewhat medium-sized text. All right, so we're going to go to fonts, and basically we're going to use a font called Cabin Bold. All right, I want to use a font that is bold enough. I'm using cabin bold for this text. Perfect. But then if going to change the alignment to be on the right, well, we want to use a right alignment, so make sure you have clicked on the text, then come to align, click on it, and you choose the right alignment. All right, we're using the right alignment, so we align our text to look this way. Okay, just make sure everything is somewhat aligned. Good. So we have celebration of life, and the families, their names have all been mentioned. That is good. I'm going to bring in some decoration. I have some ornaments here. You call them ornaments. Like I said, I will be leaving the link to get all of them in the video description. That's actually if you don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. So I have the ornament here, flower ornaments. When searching for these images, I always love to give you guys the names, so that even if you don't get it here, you can always go search for it. All right, get your own kind of elements that you want. So I have a flower ornament. I'm just going to minimize the size to make it look nice. So we're going to minimize the size and just place it here, as you can see. Then we go to color. And what color do you think we should put here? All right, drop that answer on the comment section. So I'm going to use purple, the same kind of purple color here, in order to emphasize the principle of alignment. Alignment is not just on text, also on colors, and repetition is very necessary in graphic design. So I'm going to repeat this same purple color for this ornament. Then I'm going now to bring in the name. All right, they're regretting the death, or they are regretting to announce the death of their beloved. Who is this beloved? So we're going to bring the name of Mama. May her soul rest in peace. And I'm going to go back to my WhatsApp. So we have Mama. I'm just going to copy this, and as I copy it, I'm going to go to new text, double tap, and you put Mama. So this is an easy way for you to always know how to use your designs, all right, to make your designs much more easier for you. I'm going to go to font, and guess the font I'm going to use. I'm going to be introducing you to yet another new font. The name is the Trajax font. So this is the font we're using for this text. It's Trajax, but then we reduce the size of this drastically, and as we reduce the size, just copy it, double tap to put J. Because the name is Joanna, I just want to start with the initial letter J. Then I increase the size considerably. So after increasing the size, what color do you think we can use here? All right, we're going to repeat the same thing. We're going to do some adjustment. So we're going to give this the same purple color. Repetition, very necessary in graphic design. So we're going to maintain the same purple color for this. Then carefully align Mama, the text Mama, to meet up with the letter J. Can you see how this is coming out? Perfect. Now we're going to bring in the other name. All right, so it's Mama who? Mama Joanna. Mama Joanna. I guess I pronounced that name well. All right, but then let's write on. So I'm going to copy this the same, to emphasize on the same font. So we're going to bring this here, and by error it rotated, so I'm going to go to rotation and undo the rotation. Then I increase it in size. So let's increase this in size. And just position it here. So I think it's so much to the margin, so we can push this inwards a bit. Then you also use position to adjust all of this. Good. Now we can bring in, oh my god, So what we're going to do is to unlock to lock up Joanna on our text. Then we adjust this J, all right, so it comes out clearly. Then I'll go to Mama and click on Mama to also align it with the letter J. So we're going to align everything here. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, to turn on the notification bell, and of course to drop your comments. What do you think about this particular tutorial? And don't forget to like the video. That's how you subscribe, you support the channel to grow. Thank you so much. When you do so, YouTube push our tutorials to a much broader audience. Thank you guys so much. A thumbs up to all of you who are liking our tutorial right now. So let's dive back into the tutorial and see how it goes. So the next thing is to go back to our WhatsApp. Like I said, always make sure you have where your client's informations are registered. All right, so I have Manka, and in the next name, I hope I pronounce this, I get this correctly. So I'm going to just copy this Mama again, delete it to put Manka. All right, those of my friends from Bafut, Cameroon, I guess I pronounce this name well. So it's Mama Johanna Manka. But then we're going to increase the size. Okay, let's just increase the size. I think let's space this out a little. Good. Then we increase the size of this a bit, and after increasing the size, we're going to space it out. All right, just space this out to meet the first letter. Okay, so we're going to space it out. So it's Mama Joanna. All right, good. Now the next thing that we're going to do is to bring in the funeral arrangement. So I'm going to go back to the text and copy funeral arrangements. Then I'm going to go to new text, double tap to put funeral arrangements. Now guess the font we are going to use here. Right, drop the answer right now on the comment section. So I'm still going to repeat the same kind of fonts. I'm going to use a script font here called the Sweet Teddy fonts, just like the first ones we've been using. So let's make this even much smaller. Then we'll position it somewhere here and make sure that everything is aligned. Yeah, this is because alignment is very necessary in graphic designing. So we have funeral arrangements. Let's try to push it up a little, and we're going to go back to our WhatsApp to see the arrangements, how it's going to look like. Surprisingly, the family said there is going to be no wake keeping, but then we're going to copy this same text in order to maintain the same kind of font, and I'm going to just paste this here, and as you can see, we have this already. So we have there shall be no wake keeping, no wake keeping at all. So I don't know why, but then the family insisted that we'll let everyone know that there shall be no wake keeping. All right, in every case, let the soul of Mama rest in peace. Now we're going to proceed. What next? So we have the burial service. All right, the first information as far as the funeral program or the funeral arrangements are concerned is of course the burial service. So I'm going to bring this burial service right down here. I'm going to position it somewhere here. So this is where you have to be very technical as you align all of this in order to make sure that all the texts are perfectly aligned. Yeah, so if your texts are not aligned, you might face some difficulties. Let's dive back to our WhatsApp, and here we have on Saturday the 16th. So we have the burial service coming up on Saturday the 16th. So we're going to copy this text once more, go to the double tap to edit, and just copy this, just paste this information. All right, let's check the information. Is on Saturday the 16th of September 2023 at the Catholic Cathedral in Small Mancon, Bamenda. So I hope I got this right. But then look at what we're going to do. We're going to compress the paragraph to make this text to fall on just 2 lines. Then we position it here so nicely and make sure that alignment is followed. So we're placing it here. Now we can even bring this funeral service or this burial service closer, because the two are the same kind of information. Perfect. Now let's proceed to our WhatsApp to bring in the next information, which is the Thanksgiving service. So we're going to copy this text and bring it right here. Then we copy this, double tap, or just go to edit and delete it to put Thanksgiving service. So when is the Thanksgiving service? We're equally going to mention that right here. So go back to WhatsApp, and the Thanksgiving service is on Sunday. So the burial service is on Saturday and Thanksgiving service on Sunday. So we're going to copy this other text right here. We're going to copy but these other text now to maintain the same kind of order. And then we put Sunday the 17th. So let's shift this a little bit inward. And carefully align this to make sure that that principle of alignment is respected. All right, then let's send Thanksgiving closer. Since the two are related concepts, they ought to be together. So this is the advantage of keeping all your information, your client's information, on WhatsApp. The purpose is to make the work lighter for you. Good. So we have the funeral arrangements, and I think let's change this to, all right, let's continue. Okay, now so we're going to proceed, and we're going to go now to the shape area. Just select this square shape, make it a rectangle, spread it out and position it nicely and neatly below, like so. Okay, perfect. After doing that, just copy it, but then change the color to purple, and also bring it nicely, position it here and keep it so carefully down here. Go to your layer button and just lock everything up. After locking everything up, we're going to bring in some nice flowers. All right, this is just a sign of love. The family really loved the mom, though she had to pass away. May her soul rest in peace. We're going to crop it out. Guys, don't forget to like this tutorial and to drop your comments. Equally share the tutorial, guys. That's how you support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, all right, so you don't miss out on any of our other awesome tutorials. And then we're going to reduce the size of this just to make it sizable enough, and let's rotate it nicely and position it just here. Okay, I think here it's okay, it's fine. Then we're going to go to the import area and bring in some funeral frames or some photo frames. I have it here. This is just okay. So we're going to go back to the shape area, choose this square kind of shape, leave the color to be white, and try to arrange it to fit into the frame. All right, just make it nicely like so. Then what you're going to do is to click on the check mark, but then go to your layer, click on the layer panel and send this below the frame. All right, how do you send it? Simply by clicking on the 8 dots, long press on it and pull it downwards. So as you can see, it has formed a complete nice frame for us. And what we're going to do now is to bring in the other image of mama. All right, so they've provided us with 2 images. This one is a black and white, I worked out these images on Photoroom. God willing, I will be delivering a tutorial on how to do stuff like this on Photoroom in our next tutorial. That is how we're going to do, but then you must subscribe in order to remain updated. All right, in order to always remain updated. Perfect. So what we're going to do now is to go to layer also and send this to the back of the image of the frame. Sorry, so the frame is up, followed by the image, and of course the white shape. What we're going to do now, select everything, the shape, the image, and the last shape. We're going to match them up to form one particular image. All right, so you can move them easily. Can you see the impact? This is so nice. Yeah, so we're going to reduce the size a bit, rotate it carefully, just like so. Then we position it here. All right, just position it nicely to this other angle of the design. Then we're going to bring the flower element now, just like so. Okay, good. Now we're going to bring in another shape, okay, another circular shape this time around. Who can guess what we're going to write here? All right, if someone gets that correctly, just drop it on the comment section. All right, drop it on the comment section. So this is the shape we want to use. Just position it here so nicely, and then go to the shape area, select this circle or a sphere. We want to create a sphere, and just minimize it carefully, then bring it into the shape. All right, we want to make this to fit into the shape, so use your position button now to align it well into the shape. It should fit well into the shape. So we're going to change the color into purple. We keep repeating purple. This is just to emphasize on the principle of repetition. Good. Now we're going to write, so we're going to click here to copy this same text, double tap, delete, and write H in capital letters. It's quite smaller, so we're going to move it using the position button. Let's just use the relative position button so that it moves faster. Now color mastery is very important in graphic design. A black color or a dark color on a dark surface won't work, so it's obvious we use a brighter color here, and I would suggest we go for the white color. What do you think? All right, let's try that out all together and see how it looks. Wow, awesome, this is nice. So the white color is just okay there. We're just going to increase the size of it to about 25. Then now we position it nicely above, carefully position it here. Then we have H, and we're going to copy this once again to write the age. So it's age 68 years. And let's increase this in size so that it moves faster, but then we're going to reduce it now. And I think 80 is just okay. Now use your position button to align it well. So we have age 68. All right, let's send this down a little, and the H as well. Then we're going to copy the H and write yes. Perfect. Then bring it right down. This should fall just below. Okay, let's send them up. I think now sometimes you need to do this over and over just to achieve that kind of actual result, to achieve the accurate result. So you just need to be doing this over and over. Oh, there are some drastic changes. Good. So it is age 68 years. Now let's go back to our WhatsApp. There is this last text which says all friends and well wishers are invited. All right, so we're going to copy this same text, maintaining of the same font. You don't actually need to use all the fonts in the whole world on your design to make it good. So sometimes you can blend a blend of 2 or 3 fonts is just okay, plus a combination of some script or stylistic fonts makes your work much more easier to be appreciated. All right, so we're going to leave this at just 20, then we bring it right here, and we're going to go to style, so click on style and make it to be slanty by clicking on this button. All right, so we have a slanty nature of our text. Perfect. So with this, let's just send this image to the back of the flower. So go back to your layer and send this image to the back of the flower so that we have something like this. Very nice and beautiful. So this is just how you can do a quick celebration of life funeral poster, call it a funeral flyer, on your Pixellab application. So I guess we learned 1 or 2 things in today's tutorial. It's nice meeting with you guys again after a small short break. We're back. I expect more tutorials from us regularly. All right, but before you go, kindly subscribe on the channel, and always don't forget to save your work. All right, save your work as PNG and as Ultra. Awesome, our work is done saving and ready for delivery. Good. It was nice learning with you guys today. We hope to be seeing you frequently, more often. Like the tutorial, drop your comments, and thank you guys so much for watching as you subscribe to the channel. Stay blessed. I'm out.